Hey traders, do you know what time it is? Silver and gold time, stock market time, and also amazing powerful chart reading technique to help you with your trading business time. Let's get straight into it. Guys, this is just educational only. Do not place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video today. Trading is risky. This is not financial advice. This is me educating you to help you become a much better trader in the markets. Let's get straight into it. All right. There we go, guys. Let's get straight into the market. So first thing I want to have a look at, guys, and share with you guys what I see here on the market is Dow Jones had a nice little rise to the high side, nice little pop up to the high side, and away we go again, right? This Dow Jones is on the move. It is just nuts, this Dow Jones. Crazy. So looking at the Dow Jones, we're seeing a nice little high side, little run to the high side. Same for the Dow Jones, but you know, big sell off in the markets today. You know, when it comes to or not such a big sell-off, but Nasdaq gets smashed with this market, all right? Just absolutely just smashed, and a little rise up. And a lot of the tech stocks today are getting hammered, and maybe, just maybe, that's the start of something new. So I wouldn't say that. The market, the trend is still up, so that's just a small little down day. You know, looking at these markets and look at what's happening right now, possibly, just possibly, this is the start of something new. But we're still making higher highs, higher lows, so Nasdaq is continuing up, and the same for the S&P 500 rallying up. Now, silver and gold, right? Look at silver and gold. What happened to silver? So, right, silver gets big selling in silver today. Big selling in silver today. As you can see, right, the SLV dropped down. You had that, yeah, have the actual price drop down. So big sell off in the market today. So it looks like we're rolling over here, guys. Looks like we're about to spend a lot more time to the downside. Same with gold, but gold is still holding that pattern as just not as weak as silver is. So there we go, guys. There's a quick little market update for you when it comes to that. Now, one thing I want to teach you guys. Let's go back to the stock market here. And I want to teach you guys a technique that I apply, and I actually showed this technique in a couple of videos of what I think it was last few weeks. I showed a technique, but when I was looking at this, this sort of section through here on the S&P, what I did is identified that there was a bit of a channel here, right? So you got the bottom here. Let me open this right up. So you got the bottom here. So let me just show you this here. And this is an awesome technique here, right? So you have the support through here, then you have this resistance. You have this support. So as this market was going support, resistance, you draw the trend line, which is, and you can see, and even in this resistance through here, draw the trend line. And now you can see, draw a trend line from here. And what you want to do is you want to, let me just bring this down through here. You want to just bring it, you want to get the projection. You want to measure from the top of the channel down to the bottom of this channel, and then project that up. And where's it likely to go? It's likely to go right to that trend line. So if it breaks to the high side, we have a real high probability of it going to the top of this channel. Now, as you can see, look what ended up happening. Bam. It actually ran right to that yesterday and had problems breaking through that yesterday. Now, if I take this off and I go back to, say, the Dow Jones, look what happened with the Dow Jones. This is very fascinating with the Dow Jones, right? What happens? The exact same thing. Now, what does that mean? Well, when we're looking at the markets here, right? Let's see if I can. Well, that doesn't matter. Yeah. Oh, actually, let me just bring that down a little bit more so you can see. All right, there we go. There, right? So what did I do here? I did the exact same thing, right? What did I do? Is I found the support level here. So there's all this support level through here. Found the resistance, found the support, drew a parallel trend line through there, drew a parallel trend line through there. Then what I did is I say, okay, I grabbed the parallel trend line from there to there, right? Measuring the channel basically. And if we break out of the channel, then we have a really good chance of touching this trend line. Look what happened here, right? So if I move this up, look at sideways, and then sideways again. And then bam, right? Very next day. Let's see if I can do the next day here. Bam, the next day. Now, did it get to its target there? It didn't, right? It did not get to its target there. But look what happened the next day, which was yesterday. Bam. And look at it. Gapped up and actually paused right on that there. Now, I'm not saying it's going to stop there. But this is just a target. This is just an awesome trading technique, guys, that you can learn when you can learn when trade the markets. It's a very, very powerful technique I use all the time. And as you can see with the channel here, once we get the breakout, it shows where the target is likely to be. And say for the S&P, right? As the S&P started to break up and out of this up through here, then I automatically instantly had a target through here. If you go back through my videos over the last week, you'll be able to see I actually had this trend line, this actually drawn up before. So anyway, guys, this is just a trading technique that I use. I love using this technique because it works like probably high 80% of the time, probably low 90% of the time, that when you have that channel, and even the big channels, now the big channels generally take a lot longer to fulfill, but even those big channels, when they form, when you see a big channel and you see the market look like, let me just squeeze the market up, and even if the market's been going sideways for 2 or 3 or 4 months, right, where the market's been doing this, sideways, it maybe been gone for 2 or 3 months, you measure from the top, you measure from the bottom, and if we get a nice breakout, guess what? Then you measure from the top, measure to the bottom, project that up, and then this is where it's likely to run to. And what will happen is a good 80% of the time you're going to get that run up. Now, what can happen sometimes is you get a false breakout where it'll open up, it'll break back down. Now, what does that mean? When that happens, this is now a false breakout. We're now likely to head back down to the bottom of the channel. Not only are we likely to head back down, but the projection from the high to the low, now you project that down, and this is now, the projection is on the downside, and so not only is the false breakout likely to head back down to the bottom of the channel, but now has a really high probability chance of extending to the projection on the downside of the channel. I hope that makes sense, guys. Guys, if you'd like to learn more information, like to learn amazing trading strategy, trading systems that I trade, very first link in the description, click on that, go register right now, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and tell me, guys, where do you think this market is going to go? I'd like to hear your thoughts in the chat box. Talk to you soon, guys.